just sounds like a complete fool. Ashton, what's going on, champ?
What's good?
Oh man, just talking boxing with the community and happy to have you. Obviously, we've all seen the news, so I am actually excited to get you on to get that news firsthand. Seems like you should be fighting on Amazon Prime.
On
Excuse me, Black Prime.
yeah, yeah,
Am I correct with that? Because I have been seeing fight posters saying you're going to
uh,
be fighting on Black Prime.
yeah, sure. In Atlanta.
All right. So, congratulations first and foremost on
Thank
bouncing
you.
back and getting back in there. Looks like the date is going to be April 26th in
Yes,
the
sir.
College Park Arena.
Gateway Center.
Nice, nice, man. I actually like Atlanta, and that area of College Park is pretty dope.
Gee, it's gonna be my first time out there, so yeah, I'm excited for it.
So, you've been out since the loss. Let's start there. Why have you been out of the ring so long?
Um, First I went to get stem cells done, so I went to Columbia, and I was just waiting to let that recovery of the shoulders and hands process with the stem cells. But honestly, usually I kind of be out for a good while after every fight. I be out for about five, like average around 5 months, just for those reasons of the just the little injuries that I just want to take time to heal up and everything. And two, trying to find an opponent. That's always been a good little struggle for me. But
Now, Now, obviously, everyone's big question is going to be, why are you not with MVP? Did you decide to ask for a release? Were you never really with them? Did they drop you? What exactly happened?
yeah, no, the contract always been this way for me to fight under or outside of MVP. So it's just always been, like I said, that way. And this fight it came up, which I always done or spoke to the people from BOK Prime, and just I guess coincidentally, my dad hit me up saying that they're having a show around the time that I wanted to fight in April. Um, so it kind of just all aligned, and we just kind of went with that fight just to get everything started to move.
So
But
you
yeah,
so you are with MVP?
yeah.
Oh, you are. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. But they're not a part of this promotion at all.
No.
Okay. Now, how do you feel about the Lucas Bahdi situation and him being signed to MVP and they gave him a hometown fight in Toronto? While if you're still with them, they're not giving you that at the moment.
They did talk to me about giving me a hometown fight, but I was still recovering from the stem cells. So that was kind of one of the occasions. But him being signed to MVP is a good thing for me because it kind of puts us in the same category to be able to, or for the fight to be made for a rematch a lot easier. But at the end of the day, always going to fall on him, whether if he wants to get back in the ring with me or not.
Speaking of it falling on him, yeah, we had him on here a couple days ago. Obviously for
Uh,
his victory lap, he got the win, and I asked him about that rematch, and yeah, he's not really jumping up out the window to do it. He wants you to kind of bounce back.
right.
So, yeah, he's looking at, other names in the division. But did you watch his fight?
No, I didn't. Honestly, I think I tell people all the time that I'm not the biggest fan of boxing. There's like a few people I look out for. Like, I guess people that I like or um, some of my friends. I watch their fight, but other than that, I'm kind of doing my own thing. But my dad is always on it, so I was downstairs while he was watching it, and shit, he just kind of gave me up the updates on what that fight was about. Did you watch it?
I did. He did
How
okay. I
how
mean,
was
that
it?
kid was strong. That dude, I want to see that kid back. He's a Sean Gibbons fighter to start with. Anybody that's a Sean Gibbons fighter is usually a good fighter, and he certainly had some pop. He was a Filipino, and then he could take shots well. I think that was what was impressive. Lucas would hit him, and he would just react in a way like, "Oh, you didn't hurt me," and bring it on type. Like he would make expressions like body expressions, facial expressions. Like it was pretty good.
Right, right.
Obviously, I'm sure Lucas wanted the knockout in his hometown. That didn't happen, but he won a clean decision.
Uh,
So first time in Atlanta,
yeah, yeah, it should
and
be exciting.
say again.
Go ahead.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
you
No,
go.
I just
You
said it should be exciting.
okay? Now, I see your stablemate also signed to MVP. Man, I've had him on here
Yeah,
so much.
Alex.
Alex, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, I mean, his time was coming. Whether it was the zone, I mean, Matchroom or Top Rank, whoever won him, it was about time. I think he has 7 fights now, 6 or 7, and
Hmm.
each one of his fights was very much an improvement from every other fight he had. Um, so yeah, I knew time was coming for him.
How was it dealing with this situation, man? Because you're still very young. You're only 21, and you suffered that loss on a big stage. How have the fans treated you? I say that because we seen a guy that barely gets mentioned these days, Dominic Brazil. He had to turn off his social media when he lost to Wilder. So,
Oh,
just how
oh, I
how
remember
has it
him.
been for you? Have your fans supported you, or
Yeah, for
have the
sure.
haters come out the woodworks?
Both, yeah, for sure, both. But I mean, even after, I guess you could say a fight where I had a decision, or it's always gonna be haters coming out of the woodworks. But I morally pay attention to the supporters because at the end of the day, the supporters are always gonna say something to you in your face. The haters is just gonna be behind the back tweeting or whatever they're gonna do. So I don't really pay much mind to that. But after a loss, I mean, truly, I mean, it's part of the sport. So never imagine losing, of course. Even in amateurs, I take it to heart whenever I took any type of loss, whether it was robbery or not. Um, but and as well as my fight, it was for sure like a shutout. So it was not like I really did much wrong. Like I just had one slip up. So um, it was not really much in my on my side that I really could dwell on like that. Just next time, just fix that little mistake and shit, we back on top.
Now, this promoter that's doing this fight, um, is this the first time he's going to be in the Gateway Center Arena?
I believe so. I believe so. I had never kept up with much of his work. I remember I talked to him when I was 16, I believe, like the first time when I turned pro. Um, we met up. He came to the gym, but I know he did an event with Crawford before, Terrence Crawford. And then I think he was supposed to do something with Devin Haney and Adrian Broner, but I don't know what happened to that because I'm not too much into it. But so now it's he wants to do something with me.
Now, did you have any say so on the card, or are you just solely been, you know, acquired to do the main event? Because it's a pretty stacked card from what BoxRec's showing. You guys got a lot of fights.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know nothing much about the car. I know my dad said he was gonna put do something with that. But morally, I just been focused on the fight. Like it's been for me, it's been busy like crazy. So
In terms of what exactly? How busy
um,
doing what?
busy with, I mean, training, of course. Got 2, sometimes 3 days, 3 days, and then I did this acting gig, so I did a little bit of that at the beginning of camp. So it was before I started to the beginning of camp. I had a bit of acting role, and then and then just take care of my kid too. So yeah.
All right. Well, excuse me. As always, we got a couple questions from the people, so I will go to those.
Yeah.
First one is from James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas. He says, "Losses are hard to overcome. How were you able to get through it?"
We kind of went over that right now um, with the question you asked, but pretty similar with the support of mine. I think growing up with the mentality that I have and that my dad trickled down to me and my family, just family over everything. So if anything outside of that, whatever happens, happens. I live by everything happens for a reason. So I think just believing in God is really what drove me into overcoming that.
We got Donald from Baton Rouge. Would you work with KSI or with the PBC now?
Um, KSI, I mean, opportunities depend on what it is, but for sure, PBC. I like what they've been doing, especially with they were Amazon, right? Amazon Prime.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've been liking what they've been doing recently. It's been fire.
Um, since we brought up PBC, did you think anything would have came from that back and forth with you and Tank, or was that just strictly Twitter, or did you have a hidden agenda and like, man, maybe I could get a fight out of this?
That was it wasn't in the back of my mind, but if it did come, that'd have been crazy. But no, it was just a back and forth for the most part.
And did you expect the outcome that we seen? And what was your overall thoughts on his fight with Lamont Roach?
Uh, Honestly, no. But it's always but for like with tank fights, it's always like it's like a Canelo fight. Um, you just waiting for a knockout. Like you just is you see the experience and the setups, but I mean not all the time that works. Like you see from his last fight, yeah, I think he was trying to set Roach up, but Roach was um, just an incredible fighter, and as well as he was a champion in the weight class below that. So that kind of gave me an idea of what type of guy he was. Then leading up to the press conference to see how he wasn't backing down or bowing down to anything that what was going on during the press conference kind of I wouldn't say gave me confidence, but just let me know something about Roach.
I got the next one is from Raymond. Hey H2O, what's one drill you wish you did more of as an amateur? Could you please explain the benefit of how it would help any little ones coming up? So I guess he by little
Uh,
ones he means any amateurs.
yeah, drills. I, it's, I always said start down from the feet up. So any footwork drills, whatever that is, just moving around the ring, doing cone drills. But just as long as you work it down below, everything else gonna be fine.
Big O in the 581 says, "What do you think you did wrong in the Lucas Body fight?"
Um, if I were to say one thing, probably just I just lost lost interest for a second. Like it was just kind of just I guess I was maybe looking for a knockout, and it was just like to me the shit was getting boring. It was just like the same. Like I was countering with the same stuff, and we was like on round six, and I was just going to try something new, which I saw it, but I just didn't move out the way enough. So that was just about it. And after I made that mistake, I was trying to do something else again instead of um, covering up or being defensively sound. So I guess just stay defensively sound and locked in.
We have Clay. Are you still in talks to fight Floyd? And what do you rate Body boxing skills 1 through 10?
Talks of fighting Floyd. Usually my
Schofield.
dad handles that. Yeah, yeah. So usually my dad handles that, like all that. Even when the fight was being announced, I was letting my dad pretty much handle all that, which he been all my career, but he'll give me updates here and there. But after hearing my dad and his dad talking back and forth about whether the fight was going to happen or what he wanted the clause, like it was just too much for me. I just like to just focus on the fight, so I just let him have handle that. And then Bahdi's boxing skills, I give it like a 6.5, like yeah, like a 6.5.
What could you tell us from your behalf on why that fight with Schofield didn't happen? Like, what do you
Um,
know that like what's the reason you were given why you didn't get to fight him?
uh, he got elbowed in his ribs, so I think he fractured his ribs or something from an elbow
All
in
right.
sparring. Yeah.
How did your confidence? Excuse me. How was your confidence going into this next fight?
Um, Maybe even the same or even better.
Why would you say even better?
Just overcoming that situation. Because I mean, after you overcome, I guess you hit rock bottom, you would say everything else is just up from here. So that's what I feel. Like now, I got to see how people reacted towards it, how people, I guess you could say, changed or revealed themselves. So and as well as my skill set. Like I just like I said, it was a shutout throughout the whole fight, just that one moment. And if it wasn't for that one split of a second of me doing whatever I did, I'd have been on to the next.
James Benitez in Atlanta, so I'm hoping he's going to go watch you fight live at College Park. He says, Ness, myself, had the nerve to consider Lucas Bahdi a title contender after landing a fluke punch on you. I look at him as a prospect. Besides you knocking him out in the rematch, do you feel he could compete with any of the champions?
No, like
What?
who's champion right now? There's what Keyshawn, Devontae, um, with Shakur,
Lomachenko,
and
Shakur.
yeah, no negative, no, no,
So he can't compete. He didn't even say win. He can't compete?
no,
Okay. Shots
no.
fired. We got Ruin at 504. What do you think about a rematch with Lucas Body? Did you answer that
What
already? If you
what do
answered,
you say? What do you say about a rematch?
what do you think about a rematch with him? Like, basically, would you
Oh,
do it?
yeah, 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 for sure.
I got Octo that says, Yo, champ, who's your favorite music artist? And give us one good movie we should watch.
Um, so I got three. I got three for sure that I can't put at no order. But it's Michael Jackson,
Okay.
Chris Brown, and Justin Bieber. That's my three.
Top
And
favorite
then
artist? All
yeah,
R&B?
honestly, like five, um, cause I do listen to Donnell Jones. I like him a lot. Like he just
Whoa, that's my guy Donnell Jones. But all
yeah,
R&B?
pretty much rap. I mean, it goes down a list, but Donnell Jones, and then I gotta put R. Kelly. Like I just like even a little residual challenge, like through the phone, through the jail call, it's just too crazy.
Mm.
But if we go on rap, I got Lil Wayne up there. I low key got Drake up there. Drake is fire. Damn, who else? Um, Rap, because to me rap is like damn near be all the same. Like who just stands out to me is Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne for real. But and what he said, what movie? Like what favorite movie
Yeah,
of mine?
like a good movie to recommend. You recommend people to watch.
Damn. All About the Benjamins.
Okay.
Yeah, all about the yeah.
Um, we got a few more. We'll get you up out of here. Looks like next up is Ali and Dago. Ashton, who are your top three favorite fighters of all time?
Floyd number one. I grew up like just grew up on Floyd. Um, Roy Jones Jr. He too cold. Um, I wish I could say Adrian Broner. That was like Just that was like Michael Jordan and Kobe. But I'll just say I'll say I just say Muhammad Ali then.
Mm. Let me see here. Next one is from Major Media. In my opinion, you were cooking the 30-year-old prospect before he got a lucky punch. Do you think
These people
Lucas is
funny.
scared to give you the rematch?
Low key, from I get even from the last two performances, everybody or a lot of people were saying that it's not as good. But I feel like the guy said, I forgot his name that you just mentioned,
Major
but
Media?
yeah, Major Media. He's 30 plus. I don't know how old he is, but he's about 30 years old. Um, he's at the tail end of his career, so I'm sure that he's going to try to make his way to the top before his time is up, or before he got to give him a rematch to stay around or whatever. But yeah,
I got boxing talk up north with Ryan. He says, Ryan from Toronto, Canada. Have you or your team been in talks with Turkey Al Sheik or TKO Group for a fight? I believe you are the type of young talent they are seeking.
no, no, not that I know of that we're in talks. That would be fire though to work with Turkey. The TKO, a little skeptical about it. No, well, for me it is, but for definitely for other fighters, I feel like more like B side fighters. I feel like definitely they should um, have interest in TKO.
Cliff in Connecticut, I believe you defeat Lucas Bahdi 9 times out of 10. I'm sure you believe the same. Do you want to
Correct.
prove it to him and the world, or are you okay with moving forward without avenging that fight?
It more so it wouldn't be proven to him. No, I feel like everybody feels the same. They like it's nobody else is saying different. But the only thing about just having a rematch with that fight is just so I could look back. Well, for me, it's just I guess you could say where I'm from. Like it's just never a time in Long Beach where anybody fights somebody in on the streets and they don't want to get it back. Like it's just internally in me that I just want to get that get back.
Talk Trends says, do you feel you have been betrayed by Jake Paul for signing Lucas Bahdi?
Um, not totally. We'll see from here on out how everything works out. But betrayal, no. I mean, at the end of it, like people say, it's always a business. So, whatever's the best business move is that's what we're going about.
We got Jay. Why didn't the Kid Austin fight happen? You answered that he got a bruised rib or a fractured rib.
Yeah.
And we got Dom that says, what's up, H2O? Dom from the Bay Area. What headgear do you personally like to use for sparring specifically?
Um, there was this when I was younger. I used to wear this Adidas. So basically, the open face. I like that a lot. But if not that, just the winning regular winning headgear.
Mr. Leon from Philly, what are some of the businesses you're currently invested in or interested in?
Um, I'm interested in almost everything. Honestly, that's what I always said when I was younger that I wouldn't box for so long because I just like to dive into everything. But definitely some food chains. I would definitely dive into something like that. Like I'm just a foodie, that's for sure.
Which one?
Um,
If you had your pick of a chain, a franchise to be a part of, or
yeah,
it's
I'll say low key. I'll say McDonald's, but my McDonald's probably be all day breakfast though. I,
you
I love
changing the
me that.
rules.
Yeah, yeah. I love me some McDonald's breakfast. If not that, Wingstop. It's shit. I could keep going on the list to be honest, but yeah.
Damn, but you always look in good shape. So you a foodie. How do you, I guess, indulge without ballooning?
Um, this time I low key did balloon a bit more so bulked up. Um, but shit, I don't even know. I think it's just a time and place to be doing stuff like that.
For sure.
I guess that's what you say. Yeah.
I got Laugh Out Loud Pillow. He says, all the way from Phoenix, what up? Real ones still rock with you. So no words, all love.
Yes, sir, for sure. Thank you.
Chad in Canada, talk to us about your diet. Who handles your planning and preparation? Any advice for up and coming fighters about dieting?
Dieting is for sure a big part of it. You could definitely. I mean, a lot. I bet a lot of people feel the difference in what they eat and when they go do like a workout or just how they handle about their day. What you put in your systems for sure. The dietitian I use, he was his is Long Beach Nutrition, and he for sure helped me out with three of my fights, and definitely felt great. But one of the things he did tell me was like your body's like a car, and if you put the wrong just anything, if you don't change your oil, if you don't get maintenance on it, just look at your body as a car.
All right, man. So we are about a month out, a month and 6 days out. The fight will be taking place at 2330 Convention Center, Concourse College Park, Georgia. That's 337 is your zip code at the Gateway Center Arena in College Park. For more ticket information, you can visit Ticketmaster.com. Ashton, give them your social media for anybody crazy enough not to be following you can do so. And we
Uh,
thank you, obviously, for coming on. Love to get you back on for the victory lap and even maybe a little closer to fight week.
yes, sir. Definitely for sure when fight week get closer. But Instagram, all my tags is Ashton Sylve H2O. Ashton ASY. I mean SYLVE H2O.
All right, champ. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for
Thank.
joining us.
Nah, much love.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Prospect, contender, Ashton Slyve bouncing back, taking that L